guys, it's Galzi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be continuing my conversation about my modeling journey. So this is basically part 2 that was partly interrupted by my guests. But I entered like so many competitions within that period of time, and I remember I would always make it to the top 5, but I never won, because when it came to question time, I would literally freeze. Not because I don't know the answer, because I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't have the type of support that I was hoping for. When I stepped into the modeling industry, I kind of expected, this was my expectation, I expected my friends to be there, I expected my family to be there, but I didn't get that type of support that I expected, and someone asked me, like, have you ever communicated the type of expectation that you had? I did. When the competition came, I would literally sell tickets, post about, okay, the event is happening here and there, please purchase the tickets, but I never got the support that I needed, and when I got into the space of being in that competition, backstage, obviously, like, people would, like, families would come, fix their girl, like, they would be so supportive, like, and makeup and stuff, like, families were present, they were there, and I was like, yo, this is really what I want. Like, I want my family to be there, I want my family to be present, but why are they not present? Like, what am I doing wrong? I am telling them what kind of support I need, but they are just not there. So how can I possibly just do this without their support? It was so difficult for me. It was so difficult, because when we got to top 5, I would literally look at other people's families, and I would never connect with anyone because I don't know them. And I felt like if I had them there, things would have been so much better for me, because they are familiar with me. I know them. They would have given me the courage to just do it without holding myself back with that fear. And I'm not blaming them for not being there. I had to conquer my fear, and it had nothing to do with them, but I would have loved to have them support me in my journey, And then top 5 all the time, and I would literally freeze, like, top 5 and freeze, and I would be so angry, and I would go home and cry, because it was simple questions, like simple questions, and the fact that I couldn't even, like, answer those, it was so frustrating, And then I decided to leave the industry, because I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the support that I need from my family, from my friends, from whoever, and I'm not really getting to where I want to see myself. Instead, I'm just becoming more upset about the fact that I'm not getting supported. The second thing, I'm just losing the ball of the whole thing, So I was like, okay, the industry is amazing, there's a lot of things happening, but I'm losing myself, I'm losing bits of me that I thought I'd be fixing. There's things about yourself that you want to fix, and you get into certain spaces hoping that you're going to fix those things, but you realize that, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting worse than actually getting better, So I was literally getting worse, I was pushing people more away, because I was like, you don't get it, you don't understand. If you're gonna be in my life, it's either you support me, and if you don't, you can't be part of my life. So I had that type of approach after a while, not understanding that approach comes from a place that is wounded, and thinking about it, like, my friends and my family never made a big deal out of it. Like, it was just, oh, we missed the competition. But for me, it was deep. Like, it was on another level. Like, I wanted them there. I wish they could be there, And sometimes we, as people, we have, like, we draw these expectations of, this is the type of role I want people to play in my life, because this is the type of role that I play in their lives. you know. So when it comes to me, I checked, like, I'm very supportive, like initiatives that people do and friends do and stuff, I would literally go out of my way to support that. But why am I not getting the same feedback? And I realized that as people, we're not the same. I was expecting people to do things the way I do things. Yes, I'm supportive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are supportive. There are other aspects of them that do things the way I don't do things. Like with me, I had a high expectation about support because that's how I am, you know, and I had a high expectation about them being present because that's how I am, you know. So sometimes we draw expectations from a place of knowing ourselves. Okay, and I was like, okay, let me just leave this modeling thing, you know. It's not helping. Like, this competition after the next, you know, you need to get a new dress, you need to get your hair, your nails, your makeup. It's so demanding, you know. And I didn't have money. I was just in high school, and I was like, let me just drop this modeling thing. Like, it's really not working for me, because it's like, it's really taking me down, you know, and I don't even know what to do. I'm getting more emotional by the day, and I felt like I'm just messing things up, you know. I'm more grumpier than happy, you know. I'm letting this modeling thing define my relations with other people, especially people that are close to me at the moment, you know. Yeah, it was so difficult. It was so hard, guys. It was so hard for me. But thank you so much for tuning in. I am truly grateful and honored. And I will be giving you guys my part 3, which is the last part of this. Yeah, this is the last part of this amazing journey that I've had in my modeling career. And what I would like to say is thank you guys so much for being here, for listening, for your feedback. You know, I got a lot of feedback from people, even though they did it like via inbox, you know, they WhatsApp me, others, you know, because they like clued up with everything that's going on. So I'm really grateful for your feedback, and I'm thankful for everything. So bye guys, I shall see you on my next video.